Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Midori's Midnight Session Season 3. Oh boy. Um, so I talked in the previous episode that it is graduation season once again, and um, I must say, yeah, I'm still not a graduate yet. Yeah, I still have a lot of stuff to finish. By a lot, I mean my thesis and my narrative, but I've gone over that a few times just in this season alone. So we'll just have to focus on graduation itself. Um, you know, I remember this was last year and I've made peace with not graduating yet. I've already made peace with that and I was so happy. I just want to say to my classmates and my batchmates, congratulations sincerely, and I really hope that you go out there and chase your dreams, whatever it is. And I will always be rooting and cheering for you from the sidelines. And I hope that you really achieve the success that you've worked so hard for. I'll always be praying for you. And yeah, um so last year, the thing is, I was thinking that I was supposed to graduate with like my previous batchmates, my first batchmates. And I've gotten really fond of them. I got real close with them because they were my classmates, until I stopped 2 years ago. And so I was I decided to attend their graduation because why not? I'm literally so happy for them, but my heart breaks as well. My heart breaks as well cuz I was thinking to myself, that could have been me. That could have been um it could have been me marching on the stage. That could have been my sash. That could have been the dress that I was going to wear. And there I was outside the venue, the graduation venue. And I ditched like a day of work to attend the graduation. I will not risk anything because I love the guys. I really do. And I still follow a lot of them on. I'm friends with a lot of them. And, it's just. We have been really fond of each other. Some of them I really became. I won't say close, but, you know, we were friendly with each other. So, especially my 1-3 guys. I'm like the last person standing from that section who was still yet to graduate, and everyone else had their turns, respective turns. When I tell you that my heart just really broke just being outside and like seeing all these guys graduating one after another. When one of my friends came out, this was after the graduation. I hugged her and I was crying, and I don't know I don't know why, but I was crying for some reason. I don't know, it just, for me it was just heartbreaking, but I had to be there if I wanted to like have some kind of closure, to kind of make peace with the fact that it's not my time yet. And I really could not be performing at my best. I was thinking to myself, "Oh God, I'm gonna sacrifice my myself just to earn a degree." And I was like, "No, no, no, that's not gonna happen." And it left me with a choice. And the choice was to stop just for like even for a year or two, but to stop. Um and another was to just, okay, let's continue. But you're also probably going to lose yourself in the process, and I honestly did not want that. I was so scared because I was like, when I decided to take a gap year, I was I was really on the verge of just feeling void of emotion, void of my humanity, void of, you know, what I was set about to do. And I thought to myself, I couldn't really risk that. And my grades were plummeting at the time. Like, so hard that I like my cognate grade at the time was just the passing grade. It was a free. And I would say that it's it's too risky. And I don't know if I would have been able to graduate being devoid of that emotion, just being deprived of, trying to express myself, because that's always the goal. That's my goal every time, is to express myself in the best way I could possibly do so. And at that point, I really just could not feel like it was gonna give me the avenue to do that. And I remember one time, this was towards the finals, and Hibiki was asking me, "Hey, could you comply, because I really don't have a grade that I could put on your portal," because I really did not do anything for that particular subject, and the particular subject was photojournalism. And I'm kind of a hobbyist photographer, I would say. I love taking pictures, but I just knew then that I wouldn't be able to, like, really express myself through pictures, through stories, through the essays that I write. I could not. And what I did back then was that I literally forced, and I mean forced, myself to go to the city and just take a lot of pictures. I went to my old school. Um I went to this nearby mall that's just like a few blocks away from the school. just so I could have grades on my portal. And that was just like a reflection of what my mental state was like back then. And I couldn't, I couldn't think. Like, sure, I can think about my grades, I'm gonna pass, but for me, it's more about what am I gonna contribute? What do I want to show to these people? That's all that mattered to me. And I'm kind of grateful for her because I somehow passed her subject and I didn't. And I literally had to like claw my way through it just so I could pass. And this one subject, this was my cognate. I remember it was our midterms, and she had this form. So it was an online exam, and it was a form. And she asked us, "How are you in the pandemic?" And the way that I wrote every single word in that to that question, to my response to that question, was feeling like I could not do this anymore. It was literally a call for help, and it was so scary, even reading about it, even reading through it. I just remember how awful it was to not just be in the same place every day at the height of the pandemic, when everything was just going awry. And I think I knew from that moment then that this is not gonna work. No matter how hard we try, I don't know if I would be able to, like, survive my third year of college. It was just a no. It was just not gonna happen. And so I asked my registration advisor then. Yayoi was on maternity leave, so it was this current professor from Harvard, and and I asked her, like, could I stop? Could I not enroll this semester? And she was like, okay, yeah, we're good. You'd have to, like, comply with it. Like, she was asked, like, I asked her how, if I could file a leave of absence. And when I looked through that form, I knew this was not gonna work. It was just too much paperwork to do, and I wanted to stop now. I wanted to do it as soon as I possibly could. The leave of absence was gonna take a while to do, and I just wanted to stop right here, right now. It was a risk. It was honestly the riskiest thing I've done. Until the article that led to my thesis. And honestly, I don't really like talking about this. I've forgotten what my second year was like, except for like a few people. You know, I remember Hibiki, I remember Kotori. Yeah. You know, I was literally just trying to survive that second year. And I mean, I already knew that I wasn't going to be part of the Latin honors like just on my first year alone cuz I'm not really much of a history girl, so I've kind of accepted it. But this was just a hard pill to swallow for me cuz I couldn't graduate with them, you know? A lot of these guys are my friends and I really cherish them a lot. And I was just so sad that I couldn't be with them together on that stage. It was just sad, and I left immediately after I left for my dorm immediately after graduation cuz you know, I'm still an intern at the time, so had to, you know, I had to comply. And and the other day was just different cuz although yes, I'm still there as their friend, but I'm more of a stage mom to them, I would say. Like uh I was more like a stage mom, but that prefers to lurk behind the shadows, but knows that you know they're loved and supported all the way. And so I was there, and I was afraid that I was gonna cry, but it rained that day, so I think the rain translated my pain for me. And it rained so hard, like my heels were just damp because of the rain, and I was just outside for the entirety of it because I didn't want to go into the air conditioned room because it was too cold and I forgot to bring a coat. And I greeted every single, I mean not really every single one, every person I know, like, hey, congratulations, oh my god. And of course I greeted like the rest of my guys because you know I'm literally so proud of them, and they braved like arguably the hardest journey we could probably ever had in the short time that I was with them. And I will always be forever grateful for them for giving me a chance, and they welcomed me into the family. I love you all so much, my BAJ42. Thank you for 2 years, and thank you for trusting me to become your class representative for a year, for the final year of your college life. And it has been such the honor of a lifetime to have been representing you. I mean, I know I've come up with flaws. I mean, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be human, you know? And I let them shine when, you know, cuz they're so good, but they're also really humble people. Like they are really talented people. They're not like the other sections that are vastly competitive, I would say. We're just kind of chill. We're kind of in the middle. Whenever the other two sections argue, and this was so prevalent during our journalism seminar and our documentary, we were just kind of in the middle. We were just like, oh yeah, let's just enjoy. Let's just enjoy this thing, you know? Like we were having just so much fun, and especially like when we gather for you know class activities or group activities, there was just such a beautiful camaraderie between everyone, and just a lot of it was, I mean, I've had a lot of happy memories with them. The Strasso coverage, the magazine, the Foundation Week coverage, where we covered the thing for a whole week by ourselves. Um, the play, the Jordan Sim, the documentary. You know, we were we were so tight knit, even though we were like fewer than everyone else, because I I think we were just like 20 people, and that actually made it so much better because we were just so close. We had a bond, and we would just goof around every time. And I really enjoyed the company of these people, and I'm so forever grateful for them. And I would just, although I am the class representative of the section, I still let them shine because they're so much better at it that I think I would probably ever be. Because I'm not the person who would just hug the spotlight on themselves, because I already have the spotlight. Come on! I already have the spotlight to myself. Like, you know, with the many ventures that I am currently in, like my singer music career, my podcast, my stories and whatnot. I literally have the platform already, so why should I hog the spotlight to myself? Why should I have everything? And I just know I wouldn't be able to, you know, like, be a good leader anyway. I try, but I'm not much of a good leader, so yeah. Again, my sincerest congratulations to the graduates of this batch, and manifesting will be next. Thank you so much for watching this week's Midori's Midnight Sessions, and I'll see you next time.